My next family are the parents of 3 children. At 6 months old, Carrie and Mignana Kane noticed their daughter Michaela was a little different. She was always screaming and never looked at them. After going through several pediatricians, she was finally diagnosed with autism. Please welcome the Kane family. The Kane family. Hey guys.
What's up?
Hi. Carrie, Mignana, you guys have a family.
Yes.
This is a family, an exciting family.
Yeah.
Okay, can you guys hear me in the back?
Yes.
Tell me your name,
Hi,
your age. She's like, I'm ready, go ahead.
Good.
Hi, my name is Amani Kane and I'm 13 years old.
Hi, my name is Nassi and I'm 6 years old.
Oh. Typical day. Your house, the fun, the excitement.
Well, it's a lot, you know, having Michaela in the morning, she wakes everyone up. You know, a day could start at 4:30, it could start at 6:30.
Hey, Michaela.
Very rarely will it start at 8. But overall, it's just like any other busy family. It's that hustle and bustle, get them out, get them to school, and just what activities after school, you know, work. Us working, so I'd say we're like a typical family.
Typical us working. We are also talking about an entrepreneur that runs the hottest boutique, the hottest boutique here in Atlanta. Rich boutique, of course. And we're talking about, I mean, this is more than a typical family. Carrie, you have an amazing bio. I mean, you are a platinum. I mean, you Grammy winner. This is insane. Like, you guys are so busy. You're always on the move. You're so, I mean, you're active.
Yeah.
Tell me how it is when you have a special needs family in these type of conditions.
I mean, I think for us, we've always been busy. As soon as we got married, we were just, you know, open a boutique, move here, do this. Yeah, it's always been like that. So
move to Atlanta.
Move to Atlanta, you know. But I think
build a home.
Yeah,
like I mean.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
From scratch.
Yeah. Well, I think that you know, with some of the challenges Michaela brings, sometimes it's just you have to think. You have to take an extra step. You know, let's say we're going to go swimming. We have to make sure we have her in her little stroller. We have to make sure we have this iPad or this iPhone is the only thing that's really keeping her attention. So we have to take that extra precaution. Right. Swimming, like stuff like going to the dentist. She just doesn't get a regular dental exam. They have to, you know, basically sedate her, you know, every time. So I mean, there's just
autism.
Yeah, there's all kinds of little things that you have to just take in consideration. But yeah, I think at this point we're used to it. I mean, you know, I work late hours, and you know, and we have it down to somewhat of a science. It's just really. I mean, all in all, we're blessed. So it's hard to sit here and complain about anything. I think we're extremely blessed.
And your support system. Like I was just asking about Mom. She's coming down. I mean, you have this net. You have a support system.
We do, and we're very thankful for it. We have our parents that come. We have been fortunate to have a great babysitter who's, you know, there to help us with the kids and friends. But at the end of the day, you know, when you start the day, it's usually just us. And I think we've been doing it for so long, we're just used to Michaela. The challenging thing is to learn how to stop doing some of the things that we're doing, honestly. To learn to take a moment and let Michaela dress herself. You know, take a moment and wake up so she can go to the potty by herself. You know, one of our challenges is, for instance, this weekend, Cree was gone, you know, so Michaela will wake up 4:30 in the morning and run all over the house, but if she goes to the bathroom because she's not potty trained, you know, I could be cleaning the house for the rest of the day because I didn't wake up to attend to her. So some mornings are crazy, and then other mornings are just, you know, normal routine. She'll come, she always comes into our room. You know, she doesn't say good morning or anything. She just rolls on you, you know, so, and she'll jump on you. Every now and then you'll get a little bump in your head, you know. So I guess that's the one thing that happens in our family that wouldn't happen in a typical family. But, you know, you just learn to roll with it.
Roll with the punches.
You do. You do.
Tell me about the dynamics in the family when it comes to your, you know, your other kids, your siblings.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you? I know that, I mean, you have an older sister, a younger brother. Everyone needs their attention.
Yeah.
How does that work, and how would you explain that?
Everyone gets their attention, and so in some ways it's good and bad, because as a parent, I know I sometimes beat myself up and say, oh man, I didn't call this therapist today, or I didn't schedule this. But you know, at the end of the day, I look and I say, I didn't do that, but Nasir made it to his camp, or he got signed up to baseball, so we took him to baseball. And Amani is super active. You know, this is our little budding actress. She's in cheerleading, you know, the dancer, you know. So we have what I call our bus. You know, we all hop into the truck and we just get it done. And I think, you know, Michaela has autism, but Michaela fits in with everybody. She understands. She rolls with the punches, and we all go to her therapies together. You know, we just look at it as our family in a whole. We're each there for each other, you know. And even though Michaela can't communicate that to us, I'm sure she understands our life as it is, and she rolls with us. Like she knows. Even today, we're doing something out of the norm.
Different.
So she's just
knows.
what are we doing
What are we
here?
doing? What's going
you
on?
know, she's nonverbal, so she doesn't have many words, but I say she's nonverbal, but her body movements are very verbal. Very verbal. And we failed,
like just now, she was like, give that back.
Exactly. And we failed to realize that she does understand what we're saying.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like when we're just sitting here talking about her, she knows we're talking about her.
She knows.
You know.
Talk to me about that fight you had today. I call it the fight, but it is an ongoing fight. It is definitely something that we really need to talk about.
So today we had our IEP meeting, and our
IEP stands for
Individual Education Plan or Program.
Right.
So yeah, today we had Michaela's IEP meeting, and it was 8 hours. And at moments it does feel like a fight, and at other moments it feels very educational, you know, because we're in a room. I mean, today's room, I swear it was like 12 people in there.
Wow, it was like 15 people.
Yes.
I mean, we come in there with our lawyer.
We have a lawyer that represents us in our IEP.
Yeah, and then we have the
coordinator.
The coordinator, the district's lawyer, I mean, pretty much every facet of the school district and their representation are there, and it's
speech therapists, occupational therapists.
But this is because this is because we're fighting for her, you know.
Yeah, I remember
I remember our first IEP meeting. It was like 2 or 3 people.
It was 2 or 3.
And explain what fighting. What is it that? Tell me what that means.
Well, we just want her curriculum. We want her
fighting for her rights.
Yeah,
we're fighting for her program, fighting for her to have a chance that she's deserved to, you know, that she's is entitled to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have to fight for something that she's entitled to.
You know what, Ladora, you're right. You do have to fight, and it is sad because I think about it and I think we're used to fighting. You know, we're all about, you know, we got to do what we got to do, and we're going to research and figure out who's doing what and how we can do it. And the sad part as a parent, when I leave that meeting, I think to myself, what are they doing for all the other kids?
Right. Can you imagine? Who has no voice, who have no, I mean, no resources, who has no attorneys, like, I mean.
Right. You know, and I think that's what, when I leave the meetings, I'm usually drained, but I'm also so thankful.
Right.
Because in that fight, I feel like I always win something.
Yes.
You know.
Even if some of it's for the next one.
I'm proud of my team.
Right.
I'm proud of my lawyer. I'm proud of my husband being there. I'm proud of, you know, the teachers who aren't afraid to speak up and say, I agree, and yes, she does need this.
Exactly.
You know, but I worry about those who are out there who aren't fighting and don't know how to fight.
Don't know even where to start. Don't know what this works, how this works.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell me, how is it? you have all the activities going on. You're the big sister. How's everything going?
Well, like my family, I think we're all used to just running around and just doing a whole bunch of things. It's not as hard as you think it will be, because like once you get used to it and like once you know what your schedule is and how your family works and Michaela and Nasir and everybody, it all kind of comes together and it gets easier.
Oh, she's amazing.
She is amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Nasir, how are you?
Good.
How is everything at home?
Good.
Yeah?
I like my family.
You like your family?
And my dad is really awesome, and I like him really good, bad, and my mom, I like her too, and my sister and my other sister. I like my family.
And they love you too. And Christian is asking for you. My son. That's his boy. So, what advice would you give? And you spoke about it, a little bit of resource. What advice would you give a family who don't really know about this fight, even on a I don't want to say lower, but just on a different level?
You know, talk to people. Share your experiences. Don't be afraid to talk and reach out and increase your network. For us, we joined Autism Speaks. You know, when we heard that there was a walk, we were so excited.
Right.
We were like, grab the wagon, grab Michaela, everybody, let's go. Let's see what this is about. And we started networking from there. It went from us just, you know, one day showing up to the walk to the next year us being on committees to help, you know, planning for the walk, to the next year me being on the executive board for Autism Speaks here in Georgia. And it's like you got to get involved. You got to increase your network. You got to tell people what you're going through. You know, because it's through talking to people that I've been able to get a lot of the therapists that we have now. It's how I found my lawyer. You know, it's how I've learned about new
Don't keep
resources.
This as a secret.
Yeah, you have
Share.
to get out there, share, and increase your network and meet other people. And, you know, don't be afraid to tell people what you're going through.
Right. And thank you so much, Kane family. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, Michaela. I appreciate you. Stay in tune. Stay in contact. We have a lot more information to share.
Let's Get Your Life Back Productions provides videography services, photography services, and much, much more. Please visit us on our website at www.letsgetyourlifeback.com or on all the social medias.